Welcome to Snapdragon Stadium in San Diego, California, home to the Aztecs of San Diego State. Being in San Diego is never a bad thing, and it's even better when you have a matchup like this one. Today, we're set for a clash between these two rivals from the Mountain West. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Boise State Broncos, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the San Diego State Aztecs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Broncos will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Aztecs offense will get first crack at it today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those.
It's a fumble! The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He'll sneak it. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Aztecs will send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So Boise State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. And the Broncos line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Breaks into the open. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
The Broncos will line it up on 1st and 10. Now he's looking to throw it. Quickly complete. Let's talk for a second about Boise State. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
And the Broncos are marching down the field. He'll ride his man on the option. Power football with the run. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
Give to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They want to run it left here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. The option look. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos!
And I love how this offensive coordinator uses all of his playmakers and all of the speed. This is a guy that we've seen hurt defenses before catching the football, but you can get him involved in the running game as well with the option play. You get him on the perimeter, he's the pitch man, nobody accounting for him. It's an easy walk-in score for the offense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking to throw on first down. Going for the big play. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys
turning it on. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
They turn to the passing game on third and short. Complete downfield. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Aztecs in a good spot here with second and short. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Aztecs come to the line needing just inches for the first down. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. UTSA looked less like a pack of road runners and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in San Antonio, and today they found a way outside of the Alamo Dome. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. He'll pitch it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. On the option. He'll pitch it. Plows through the defense. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. There he goes. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Zips it out to his man. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
On the option. Here's the handoff. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Right back to the well. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Boise State.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. He'll pull it on the read.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the catch at the 20. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Aztecs!
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Give to the running back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. They're setting up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, running back on the move. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Broncos will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. They closed the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Wants to fire on second down. Looking for a big gain. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, you know, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense, seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball on the ground.
Now the play fake. Complete to the left. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Aztecs come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Caught behind the line. It's Kane. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Brings up third down.
The Aztecs come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Aztecs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Gets the back moving. To the air on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the tailback. Hard running there. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run, and you know at this area.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego State.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Nebraska went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give on the option. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking downfield on first down. They go to the wide receiver screen. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Broncos really need to keep this drive alive on third down. It's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Catch in the middle, it's Wagner. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO feed. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Now on first down from the 28. Wants to throw on first down. finds his big tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. Absolutely perfect. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like a terrific atmosphere there today in San Diego. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And just like that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Snapdragon Stadium.
Now on the option. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down. And the Broncos will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Calls for and makes the fair catch, but there is a penalty flag down, and we'll see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kick. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Just keep slinging it. That pass is incomplete. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Scrambling away. He's going to take off. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Broncos will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Leaves it with the running back. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. The Aztecs will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Off play action on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And the Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
The Broncos are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Now they'll run it to the right here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
This is going to be tough sledding for this quarterback now. You're trailing, you're in the second half. Defense knows you've got to throw it. You're going to have to sit in the pocket under duress and start making throws in tight windows. It's not an easy situation by any stretch, but big-time players make...
Hauls it in, the first down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. That took nerves of steel to convert that fourth down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the third quarter to create some momentum, help them go crazy, help them go nuts. But the offense does their job, quiets the crowd, gets the big fourth down conversion.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off, he can make big plays, he can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
And the Broncos come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Finds the tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's not always easy, and it's not always easy to call a basic play on fourth down, but it is when you convert it. You've called this play so many times, had so much success. This was a day 1 install in fall camp. Nice, successful run on fourth down.
They'll try the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long, so they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Back to pass on second down. Quickly to the tight end. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Broncos lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but third down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggled to try to find a play to get someone open.
Close enough for a field goal try, but they want more. Going for it on 4th and short from the 20. Makes a grab past the marker. Touchdown Broncos! A great catch and run for 6. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. BYU was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Robbie Bosco and company delivered in their national championship season of 1984. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. And the Aztecs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gonna run it. It's Hutchison fighting off the defender. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Gives it on the option. He breaks a tackle. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. We reach the end of the period. Boise State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. Defense in press coverage. Grabbed in the middle, it's Woodhead. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Quick release by the QB. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
The Aztecs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
So now it's second and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Aztecs are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Quick strike complete. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
There's not a lot to think about when you're the quarterback. You've got one of the best receivers in the country. You get him the ball any way possible. It doesn't matter if one guy's covering him or two guys are covering him. He just gets open and gets first downs.
Touchdown Aztecs! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
How about this? A two-point conversion coming. Motion from the back. They want to throw it. And this will be caught as they convert the two. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Trying to start the drive with a pass. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Turns it on in midfield. He's into the open down the middle. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Broncos! So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently, does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Wants to go up top. Fakes to grab. Breaks into the open. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
After giving up a few extra yards after a hitch throw, I wonder if this defense is going to want to give this guy this much access moving forward. They might be thinking about more press coverage or playing some zone coverage where the corner's right up on him.
Out of the gun to give to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up. Solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Leaves it with the back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Man, he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator or the offensive line coach is block those guys. Don't watch them tackle our guys.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wide out to either side. Caught in the backfield, it's Woodhead. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Is that guy's foot human? My goodness, did he hammer that ball from distance.
Man, this guy has an absolute bomb for a leg. You see the contact? It just sounded different. It sounded like an coming off of his foot, puts it through the uprights. There's NFL teams watching this game. They're jotting down this dude's name right now because that is an NFL Sunday leg.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started.
Turning it on. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Lewis.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Goes to the option. They'll go to the ground. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
His drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Here's a heat. They're working that left side. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to run it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Florida State was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen in Tallahassee over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
With this situation in the game trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Pressure coming, and he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. The Aztecs will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. There's still a little bit of work to do for this offense to get within field goal range, Jesse.
Right, so let's see this quarterback here manage this situation and put his team in a position to win, David.
No doubt. Still got a timeout, still can attack all areas of the field. I know exactly what I need.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Harris back to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To the ground with the back. And they'll find their way back to the line of scrimmage, and now it's time to find their way back to the locker room as this game is over. right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
We'll get it started here in overtime. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. And the Broncos get the first crack here in overtime. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20. On the option. He'll toss it. There he goes. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just a couple they need to pick up here on 3rd and short in overtime. Harris will throw. Right on the money. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. They'll run the option. They'll give it to the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The Broncos will hustle to the line. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They'll run the option. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a 4th and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time.
He puts it through, and they take the lead in overtime.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And that's a good, solid run there, Reese. And if you want to win in overtime, running the football is a good idea.
Showing that you're the more physical team in overtime can really be a breaking of their will. He'll keep it himself. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
He's in! A game-winning touchdown in overtime!
game on the line, and they've got to be the more physical side. Great job getting blocks up front. He was able to skirt his way into the end zone, David, to win this game.
And that's why I want the ball second in OT. I know exactly what I need to go get it done. They take it down the field, run in the end zone, and end the football game.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.